and I am back here in Berlin. Today's quote is devoted for the life area 2 people. It's called More Happy, and it goes as follows: do more of what makes you happy. That's it. That's by Carmel McConnell. And I want to answer the question right now: how was my day yesterday? I had my flight from Tenerife South to Schönefeld Airport, and during so that for me meant I didn't sleep at all. I just stayed awake, and my flight was going very early on in the morning, and I also already know that staying up until then is something where I don't have a problem with, and something where I'm in a better mood than if I just sleep for a short amount of time and then get up again unrested, especially if I didn't have proper sleep the days before, which in the bed that I was sleeping in, I didn't have as good as sleep as I would have wanted to. So that was very easy for me, and also very doable. So I didn't have a problem with that at all. And when it comes to the flight, I was sitting next to two girls, and I had a great time with them. And one of them had flight fear, or I don't know how to like anxiety of when it comes to flying. So the first thing that actually happened was also shortly before the takeoff, she was like asking me if I'm afraid of the start and of flying and all of these things, and I said no, and I was really super calm. And she saw that, and so when it comes to the flights, she immediately grabbed my hand, and she was actually quite excited, and she was very happy that I wasn't, and that I didn't get any more anxious with her being anxious, and I was perfectly okay with that. To the point where I didn't tell her not to be, which is the reaction that she got from the other side. And so I had a very calming effect on her, which I liked, because that to care for, this case, her anxiety needs is something that was easily doable for me. And then later on during the flight, we chatted about what I do and what they're doing, and we played a card game towards the end, and so it was a very social and a very relaxing flight. And I also had an opportunity to try out some things for the prototypes of my games and get some feedback from them. Then later on, when I arrived at the airport, Corinna was there to pick me up, and she the first topic was actually that she was getting caught not having a ticket for the public transportation, and that was apparently a very big deal for her. And I can't imagine, and also the fact that she was there picking me up was something where I was I didn't know exactly what to make of it, because I really liked the experience, and at the same time I'm in my skeptical mind, what is actually going on, and what does this shift now, what are the expectations, and what are the things that I don't perceive her Corinna as somebody who just loves to be there for me for being there for me, but actually having some kind of agenda. And I was, in fact, then also being told that she just wants to be a good girlfriend. And I can very much believe so. And yet there's, for me, a difference between wanting to be a good boyfriend and caring about another person. So the one is like self-centered, self-image centered, and the other is outside connecting. And it's a different approach. I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all. It's just that it is something that I want to also take into like perceive and ask myself what to make of it right now. When I got home, I got a small gift, a present from her, a dragon that is sitting over there right now in good company. And that then also Corinna was heading to work, and I was going to the tech meetup, to the Django user group in this case, and I had a good time there. It was also a long bike ride towards the office where it was taken part, and I knew that, and so I went all the way there. I had the chat with these people, learned a bit about partially stuff that I already knew, but also like extending on my knowledge and new perspective when it comes to testing options and stuff like that. And I see that as a double, like this, I'm split when it comes to these things, because on the one hand, I do know what I could do to become a better programmer, and I do know just what to do in order to improve the quality of the project that I'm working on. But I don't see myself as that. I don't want to focus on being the best possible programmer anymore. That's not my main goal right now, and I don't yet fully know how to make the transition to go from where I am right now to actually being able to work together with other people in that regard without burning resources that I don't want to burn right now, because I haven't built it in a way where money is the central vehicle. But I will maybe also go in this direction. But before that, I have something else that I'm taking care of, and that's something that I spent time in Tenerife, which is in my investment plan. But either way, getting money out of the way and getting programming out of the way, and doing the things that I actually find very purposeful and where I want to make a difference in the world is something where I'm concentrating on and getting myself also in that place within the next weeks. And I have steps that I want to take, partially bold steps that I also had time to think about in my half-year retreat. So, well, something else that I wrote down was that I had a nice time with Corinna. She was also very much in a connection mode. And when I came back, then I went to do my groceries to stock up my fridge with the things that I actually care about when it comes to eating. So now I have fresh fruits and vegetables in my fridge. I also had a great breakfast at the end of the day. And since I already have and over my time, I would just end it there. But if you're interested, then just ask me and I will tell you. Yeah. And also, I think there's a very particular reason that I have in mind on understanding what the problem or the challenge is that I see in that kind of communication. Because it's not what is happening, it's the communication of what is happening that I having challenges with, that I don't like right now, that I want to change. All right, that's it from my side. That was how my day was. If you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. And as always, I wish you a legendary day, and I will leave you with Coconut Head. What do you do if someone thinks an onion is the only food that can make them cry? You guessed it, throw a coconut at their face. And in the end, like these jokes today, I also want to have this in a space where this is not about being serious, this is not about being empathic, this is about actually being able to take these jokes for what they are and understanding their context. That's it for today. I hope to see you soon.